you have the number one pick and you're on the board. Who do you take? That's what we're going to talk about in this video.
Heyo, it's draft time, and we get to actually draft seriously. Because last time we drafted Michael Thomas in the second on a no RB strategy. That felt miserable. We're actually going to be drafting today players that we want to be drafting, where we want to be drafting them, and we are going to be in the first pick.
That's right. We're going to start a new series of videos every week where we will do a mock draft from every position in the draft. And there will be no limitations now. And we will take the best player that we think should be taken in every round. And we will show you guys preferably what your team should look like at the end of the draft if you have the number one overall pick. So let's get started.
And don't worry, we will still be doing those stipulation mock drafts. We're just going to be alternating back and forth, so you can actually get, where you should be drafting these players.
That's absolutely right. So as you guys can see, as usual, we have point PPR, 10-team league, and also comment down below for this video, guys. Do you want to see us start doing some 12-team drafts, maybe some 14, 16-team drafts? Let us know. I don't know how many people out there are. We tend to only do 10-team leagues. That's why all our mock drafts are 10-team. So let's go.
Christian McCaffrey.
And that's also the most popular team format, obviously.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Well, Christian McCaffrey.
Yep. Christian McCaffrey. He's pretty good.
You want to try the new draft simulator?
Maybe next time. Okay, so there's really no discussion.
Who are these people?
There's no thinking about it. Christian McCaffrey is the best player in fantasy football right now. There's no argument about it. There's some years where there could be a debate for the number one pick. You'll see it sometimes. But this year is one of those slam dunk years. If you have the number one pick, go to Christian McCaffrey. He just had an unbelievable season. He lapped the field in points for running backs. And yeah, it's a really easy decision. Am I right?
So real quick, before you move on, so it says 9% for Saquon Barkley. So you should go in, see who experts believe Saquon Barkley is number one, unclick them, and then we can go back to the experts again. Because 9% of people believe Saquon Barkley. I love Barkley, but I don't think he's going to be there's no stats that say he should be better than McCaffrey. Not saying he can't. He just shouldn't.
We're going to dismiss Saquon Barkley for this.
Goodbye. Round. You won't be here next time.
And now
look, you brought Thomas? Who are these people?
Okay. You can't say anything. We're at fault for this.
What do you mean we're at fault for this?
We just took Michael Thomas number 2 overall.
Stop it.
So
Stop it.
We can be to blame. So we're going to go and click this draft button on this
side. There we go. And then we wait like 50 picks, and now we're down to Darius Geist.
I don't think so. So this is where it gets exciting because it's no longer really easy slam dunk. Ooh. This is a position where we're finding ourselves in.
I like this.
Finding ourselves in last time.
I like Kelsey.
Pull more suggestions. Travis Kelce, best tight end in fantasy football. That's really good. I mean, it depends on what. I mean, I will never fault anybody for going for Kittle over Kelce. We still right now prefer Kelce. He has more of an established history, and he has a much better quarterback.
So this is a weird position because I like Kelce here, so I don't mind drafting Kelce, but we have the wheel right now, so we got to pick 2 players.
Yeah, we get 2 picks. Love the wheel. Always love the wheel.
And I don't like any of the running backs here.
Yeah, running back fell off pretty hard for the second pick.
I don't like any of those guys where they're at. I mean, I like Kelce here, and then maybe I'm a Galladay or Evans. Like I said last time when we drafted Evans, that we might end up with another Tampa Bay player where we're not going to be ending up with another Lions player. It's just not going to happen. So I always like going to the one that I don't think I'm going to end up with another player of theirs. But I like Kelsey Galladay. What are you thinking?
I 100% like Kelce here. So we'll go ahead and take Kelce.
All right.
And then we'll talk about a little bit for our second pick. We took Evans over Galladay last time.
We did, and I said I was fine with it. I'm just saying, out of the tiebreakers for me, I have Galladay above Evans, but it's so close that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so I go to, am I going to own another player on that team? And the answer is no for the Lions, and the answer is maybe for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's the reason why typically I will go the one where I won't have a player later.
Yeah, that's fine.
You really like Evans. You're going to get a lot of Evans.
I do really like Evans. I always like Evans. I had Evans last year, and he had a really good season.
Well, you picked this. This is yours. This is all you.
Okay, if you're gonna put it on me, I will go with Evans.
Okay.
I do like him quite a bit. We like both of these guys a lot better than these two running backs that are here.
Oh, it's not even close. I don't want Fournette right now, and if I got to scroll down, Todd Gurley.
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to be playing.
Going with Evans.
Hoping for Darius Geist.
Fantasy Pros already doesn't like our draft.
Yeah, right.
So, and that's the great thing about taking such an awesome running back, number one overall, with Christian McCaffrey, high floor and high ceiling with McCaffrey, and you just have that RB1 just slotted, hopefully the whole entire season. That's just what you're really hoping for there.
Yep.
So, anyways, here we are, of course, on the wheel again.
So I am staring down two players right now, and can you guess which two players they are?
A.J. Brown and Calvin Ridley.
No, those aren't actually my two players I'm staring down. I'm looking at the RB position.
Oh, well, Jonathan Taylor, obviously.
Yeah, I'm looking at Jonathan Taylor and Le'Veon Bell, and maybe some James Conner. I see him at the end, but I like Jonathan Taylor here. I think that we do have our stud running back that will be there, that we will never be taking him out of the lineup. I would like one more stud running back. I think the wide receivers are a little deeper. Our tight end's already taken care of. We don't got to even think about that. So
you say stud running back. I have a trivia question for you.
Oh, no.
What running back finished with the lowest yards per carry in the NFL last year?
I think, was it the Lions guy?
It was not.
Which guy finished?
Only he was right in front of your face right now. His name is Le'Veon Bell.
Was he really? He finished the lowest yards
in the NFL.
You lazy bum. You know you can play better than that. I don't want to hear all that. That's garbage. You need to be better. They paid you a bunch of money. Like, a garbage team paid you a bunch of money. All right, you need to get back to better. I like Taylor here. I like having two running backs, but the problem is we got two picks. So
that's not a problem. That's the blessing.
Yeah, right. We get two right now.
I love Taylor here. I think that is a no-brainer pick right here. Now we're looking between our third running back or our second receiver. Once we took that running back, they just dropped. They dropped Bell off our list. So let's go over to the running back page and take a look.
Who is David Johnson?
We have the quartet right here of Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson, James Conner, and Mark Ingram.
Hey, wait! All those guys are good players. Remember?
Ingram had a really good year last year. I should not lump him in with the rest of them. These are three guys coming off not great years.
This is a perfect example. We actually just did a video on rookie mistakes when you go into your draft, and one of them is drafting from names alone, like old names. And if somebody were to try to draft Le'Veon Bell in the first, second round, I'd yell at him. So, and David Johnson also. I mean, these are all guys that have been drafted really high at some point in time that should not be drafted as high anymore.
So I think the question we really need to ask ourselves, do we really like any of these guys right now?
I like Connor. I like Bell. I'm okay with Ingram. If you go to the wide receivers, you got Ridley, Sutton, Woods.
You got A.J. Brown.
I mean, I'm probably on the Brown plan. I just taken the second wide receiver.
Usually really solid WR2. I know your thought process here, and that is, we're going to see some really good wide receivers in a couple rounds. Not so
Yes.
good at running back.
Oh,
However,
their running back's about to
that's
fall off.
but that's pigeonholing yourself into one plan, which is on our list of it's like just because you want to be doing this thing doesn't mean you should be though.
Yep.
Should we be passing up such insane value here just because we want to take our third running back high? We already have two running backs too, right?
I think if it was Ridley, like if I think the line was Ridley, I would be taking a running back.
Yeah.
But I actually like
AJ
Brown. I just
had
like
a really
Brown
good
this year.
Yeah.
So I think I'd take him. But if it was Ridley, especially if it was Sutton, let's say people didn't draft quarterbacks because they're better at fantasy football and two more wide receivers are off the board, I would definitely be going running back here. But I think Brown's too much of a value here to leave on the board.
And by the way, guys, this is why you don't go no RB because we have Mike Evans, and AJ Brown again, just like we did in the first draft. But now we have Christian McCaffrey instead
He's
of
pretty
Michael
good.
Thomas.
So here's what I mean by just the wide receiver core is just so deep.
They're still pretty good. Yeah.
But look, James Conner, Mark Ingram, all those guys are there. Like if you go to the overall, I bet you like Connor's there still.
Let's find out.
Let's see here.
James Conner is here. So is Mark Ingram.
So I like James Conner. Man, it's hard. Over Robert Woods is difficult. I can look up. Give me 3 seconds. Bump it a bum. I have Woods higher, but again, I want to be drafting more running backs earlier. So I at least want one running back with this pick.
I am definitely way more willing to take Conner here than I was in the previous round.
We need at least one running back here.
Yes.
Like out of these two picks, we need one running back. And
guys, it is not a bad idea to just do that. If you have the wheel, go running back receiver, running back receiver, running back receiver. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially if the value is there. And so far, the value has been there. And I think we definitely agree, James Conner.
Right. Okay.
And now we get the
wheel.
And
I thought we just went through all those picks and Mark Ingram was there. I was like, slam that button.
No.
Slam that button.
So Robert Woods, he's number one guy now with the Rams. I mean, obviously Cooper Kupp will probably get more targets, but Kupp is in the slot. But with Cook's gone, you have to believe Woods' numbers should go up.
So if this is our flex spot, right?
No.
Oh, we already filled our flex. This
James
is our bench.
Conner is our flex.
So this is our bench. I mean, I think that if I could get – we have 3 running backs right now. One of them is an absolute must-start stud every single time in McCaffrey.
Another one is a rookie that we're hoping for a really good first year.
Yeah. So this is that time, by the way, if you click on the all, if there was – just for me, this would be where I would draft Mahomes if he happened to fall. Just tell me where I'm at.
Nowhere close to being here. 6 quarterbacks are already off the board.
I just want to clarify.
And this is where we smile. Let's put a smile on that face. 6 quarterbacks are off the board.
Yep.
Yes, we like that.
We will not be drafting a quarterback since Mahomes and Lamar Jackson are not here. So and we will not be drafting it. Basically, we are a wide receiver and running back the rest of the time.
Fantasy Pros does this. So here, Diggs is 4th on the list of receivers, yet here he's 2nd.
Wow, that's really weird. I mean, I guess the people that are taking, other positions, they want Josh Allen higher. So, like that's basically what happened. Is Josh Allen's is stealing some of Diggs. Or not stealing some of Diggs.
People love Josh Allen this year. He was a beast last year. I keep forgetting how good Josh Allen was last year.
He was, and guess what? I'm still not drafting a quarterback.
Like 8 rushing touchdowns or something like that.
All right, what's going to be the pick? I like Woods. I like Green. I think I have Woods a decent amount above Green, even though I'm higher on Green than most people. I also don't mind Ingram.
Green has a quarterback now, so he's better. I like Woods better.
Okay, I like Woods better too.
He's very good.
It's about to get
garbage. I think you could go wrong either way. But with Green, there is a bit, more than a bit of an injury risk. Guys missed a lot of
Wow.
games lately.
Whoever got Mark
And
Ingram with
AJ Green
the
is still here.
I want you to look at that real quick. With the 804, Mark Ingram was drafted. Can you that would no. That's whoever got that was that was a steal. Eighth
Uh,
round. It's up there on your right side under
yeah, I
you're
know,
on
I
the
know.
clock. I think it was the 804. Whoever got Mark
Yep,
the Taylor Swifts or
the
whatever,
Taylor
that guy.
Swifts. That man
That
got a
guy,
steal.
that's a steal right there. All right. Whew, you see what I mean by receivers just being so deep? We are now in the 10th round.
Yep.
And I want you to look there. Why is Geist still here? I am so much higher on Geist than most people, I think, is the issue.
Yep. There's Brady and Rogers.
Goodbye. You can dismiss those guys. You can get out of here. Get out of here.
Let's go ahead and dismiss Tom Brady for this round.
You
Let's
can
go ahead and
dismiss
get
them.
him off our
You
screen. Get
can
this
dismiss
guy
them permanently.
also off our screen.
We won't be
So,
drafting those guys.
I love AJ Green here, just like I
No
liked him in the
kidding.
last round.
It's interesting. I actually love going Green Geist. I mean, we keep going receiver running back, and I don't mind it. Geist, I think if he was healthy, he's an RB1. He's not going to be so I'm just being flat out. I don't think he is going to be. Geist is somebody that I'm drafting if I'm drafting a bunch of rookie running backs as well, because Geist will start the season and the rookie running backs will take over their teams
Right.
through the middle of the season while Geist gets hurt. So I like Geist a lot plugging in, but I like going green Geist here.
Green for sure. We were really close between Woods and Green in the last round, and 18
right.
picks later, Green is still there.
Green's still there.
And let's just take a look at the running backs. Don't take Patriots running backs. If you want to take Patriots running backs, that's fine. I'm not taking Patriots running backs.
I will not be drafting a Patriots running back. Their team is worse, and I still will not be drafting a Patriots running back.
And Baltimore has a very similar situation with their running backs that the Patriots normally do. You don't know who's going to play at running back for Baltimore this year. We don't know. We
have no clue.
Plus, right now, this guy is number 4 on their depth chart. Right now, we don't know if this guy's going to play. We just don't. They have so many good running backs in their roster right now.
And even if he does,
and their number 1 running back, Mark Ingram, is a workhorse.
Right.
That's a guy that'll get you 200 to 300 touches a year.
Well, let's be honest. Their number 1 running back is Lamar Jackson.
Right. So
that guy is just going to.
So that limits Dobbins' touches even more. Even when he gets on the field, he's got Mark Ingram. He's got Lamar Jackson. So Darius, guys, I agree with you. There's a really good chance he's starting week 1 and putting up some numbers. And maybe our Colts rookie isn't starting week 1. So.
Right. This is going to get really bad. Wow, Lindsey's still there, and I'm not even that high on Lindsey.
Also still there. This is why we wait and we wait and we wait on positions like quarterback. Because
hit that quarterback tab real quick. Hit that quarterback tab.
A lot of them are gone.
Watch this. Everybody's almost got a quarterback now. I bet you about 7 people have quarterbacks by now, right? Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Carson Wentz, Matthew Stafford.
It looks like 9. We're the only team in this mock draft that is not taking a quarterback.
People are going to start drafting their second quarterback before we draft the quarterback.
Right, and that's why we keep seeing these guys that we were debating taking 19 picks earlier, suddenly here again in this round. So here's J.K. Dobbins, and I was just talking about him, and it's like, is he going to play? But guess what? In the 10th round, I'm going to take him. Why wouldn't I take him? And let's find out if he does play.
I like Lindsey here too. I'm not high on Lindsey, but this is a lot later than he should go.
Really late.
Melvin Gordon came in. Melvin Gordon struggled to stay healthy. Philip Lindsay is just
obviously Fantasy Pros expects a massive drop off from him because of Melvin Gordon.
I didn't think he was going to be that good last year, but somehow he just kept putting points up. And the year before, I think it was when he broke out.
Yeah, I think this is really close between these 2 guys.
Yeah, the question is what is let's pull up our roster construction. We have running back, rookie running back. We're probably playing Darius Geist first game. We don't know what Jonathan Taylor looks like. Evans, Brown. We can afford to wait.
All right, let's take a look at the receivers over here. Maybe we take both of these guys. Don't forget we have the wheel.
Ooh, Slayton's there. D. Oh man, CD Lamb. But all those guys are. How many bench spots do we have open left? We have three
3.
bench spots.
And I went 2 running backs in these last 3 bench spots.
Yeah, I think I like two running backs here. I think that Slayton or Lamb, some of those guys are probably still going to be there. I actually like Lindsey and Dobbins here. I will
Yep.
say though that if we were playing a PPR league, we're only half point. Tariq Cohen would actually go a lot higher. I expect him to get. You'll find. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell
we
you.
would
I'm going to tease
100%
you.
snap off Cohen here if it was full PPR.
I'm going to
Um,
tease you. You're going to find out how many targets I have him projected for in Saturday's video
okay.
about the NFC North.
All right. So let's snap off Lindsey. And a great thing about having the wheel, debating between 2 guys, guess what?
You just get
Sometimes
both.
you just take both of them. And we have our last bench slot. So obviously this next round, we want to pick up probably a wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Yep. So let's go ahead and take a look. And I'll bet you one of those guys is still here. CD Lamb is still here.
So can we look at the QB? I would take a QB here.
Well, that's not. We have the wheel.
Somebody.
We're taking a QB. So
look at there. Look at that beautifulness.
see
Matthew
this guy right
Stafford.
here? I really like this guy now because look at what round we're in. Number 12.
He's free. He's free. I call this round free. Like these rounds are free.
This guy's ADP last year was 5th among quarterbacks. 5.
And I was screaming, do not draft him in the fifth or sixth round. And people lost their fantasy drafts because they did it. Stafford.
I think it's between Stafford and Mayfield here. It's really close for me.
Name me the 2 running backs for the Lions right now.
That rookie, whoever that rookie is. I don't remember rookies.
And Kerryon Johnson, right? We have a rookie and a guy who's struggling. You know what's going to happen? Matthew Stafford's going to throw the ball like he always does. This is a beautiful pick late. Like there's so many good QBs here. Daniel Jones is still here.
Yep.
Ben Roethlisberger is still here.
I like Mayfield a little bit better.
Well, you know what's funny is I like just taking a wide receiver here. I have 4
quarterbacks. Take both. It doesn't matter.
We get to take both.
Yeah.
What's defense?
we're waiting. It doesn't matter. All right, so let's talk about the receiver we're going to take here. CD Lamb.
I have CD Lamb higher than Anthony Miller. But I'm low on Chicago as a whole.
It's in my first video. In our first video, I did talk about that. I don't love CD Lamb this year, but this is the last bench slot. This is the guy we're dropping in week 1 anyways.
Yep.
To pick up our first free agent. So.
Yep. I also scroll down for me real quick. I want to see what else we got here. Robin Allen's. I'm trying to see if there's anybody who just jumps up.
Henry Ruggs might be even better, actually.
All these guys are going to be droppable. Wow. Do you see an old name there? Golden Tate down there.
I actually like Ruggs here.
Okay.
I actually really like Ruggs here. I mean, he's the fastest guy in the draft. He was the first receiver taken off the board, and I think he's going to be the Raiders' number 1 receiver this year. There's no doubt in my mind. I don't know how good of a year he's going to have, but I think that
then take him because if he's the number 1, he's going to be better than CeeDee Lamb because CeeDee Lamb has 2 guys on his team.
2 guys ahead of him, plus a tight end, plus a running back.
Right.
Yeah, he's got a lot ahead of him. All right, so now
quarterback.
We're going to take our quarterback.
Let's see who's there. Same guys.
So Stafford.
Who do you want here? So truthfully, what would be happening is we'd be looking who has the best couple games to start.
So we just looked it up, and Mayfield and Roethlisberger for the first 3 games, their schedules look a lot better than Jones and Stafford. So now we have to decide between those 2.
Yeah, so I like Mayfield versus.
I like Mayfield's weapons a lot better. I don't think it's close.
Ben has the best first game, and then it goes poorly. Baker has a bad first game, and then the next 2 games are awesome.
I don't know how bad that is. I can definitely see that being a shootout too. So
yeah, so I like you're going to start seeing us take Baker Mayfield a lot now that we actually have that front set up.
You might see that a lot.
So now we get to go to the best position, defense.
Yep, defense and kicker.
Oh, all right. That's nice. I will take the Vikings.
once again, we're going to go ahead and look up what the schedules look like at the beginning of the year, and we'll be right back. All right, so we looked it up. Chargers have easily the best opening game. They're playing at Cincinnati, rookie quarterback, and you know they have Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram are going to be living in that man's backfield. So that's who we're going to take because defenses that we take, we don't really care what they're doing after week one anyways.
Yep. We are going to stream defenses most of the time. There's very likely that's what's going to happen every time.
And
wow, we get the best kicker. It's like we drafted number 1.
Let's see what
I think it's going to be an A-.
A.
Oh,
94 out of 100.
Apparently, having Christian McCaffrey is really good.
Yeah. This team
fire.
Fantastic.
Team is fire.
Top to bottom.
I will take
overall,
the first
number 1 team in the league, according to them. Starters,
Almost
number 2, bench number 1. This is what happens when you wait on quarterback. When you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait, and you just get a fire bench. Like you have all these guys. Obviously, you got unbelievable RB1 in Christian McCaffrey, and then you have 2 receivers that you love with Mike Evans and A.J. Brown, and then obviously the best tight end in football with Travis Kelce. And then from there, you have Jonathan Taylor, your huge upside. Robert Woods, consistent.
This is great.
Then you got James Conner, A.J. Green, Darius Geis, Philip Lindsay, J.K. Dobbins, Henry Ruggs. Guess what? They don't all have to hit. Only a couple of them have to hit. And as long as just a couple of them hit, you know that McCaffrey and Evans and Kelce at the very least are going to do great for you. You know that. They always do. So as between Jonathan Taylor, A.J. Brown, and all the guys that I just named, as
one of those is going to hit.
Those guys hit, you're looking at yourself in the playoffs.
Also, I want to take a small note. If you'll scroll up to who picked Lamar Jackson, right? I want you to look at this man's team, right? So he has Lamar Jackson, right? Derrick Henry, not bad, right? Le'Veon Bell. I mean, I don't know where that's his RB2. Okay, that's not bad. Devontae Adams, good team. Adam Thielen, okay, that's not bad. Hunter Henry's not a terrible side. Oh, let's look at the flex here. Devin Singletary. All right, so this guy got lucky with Ingram.
Yeah, but then his bench just isn't there. It's not what you want. He has a backup tight end. He has Rob Gronkowski.
That's terrible.
Backing up Hunter Henry.
I love complaining about computers.
Tony Pollard's on his bench. Tony Pollard.
I mean, it's a high flex. I mean, a high handcuff. But I'm just saying, when you draft quarterback early, your team's not going to look great. It's just not. If you draft –
look at this team over here. Deebo Samuel, Julian Edelman, Kerryon Johnson, Damian Williams, Noah Fant, Alexander Madison. That's that man's bench.
His flex is Jarvis Landry.
If I were to take over that man's team next week, his entire bench would be in free agency week one.
No kidding.
And, so really, obviously, you should do – what you think you should be doing. Obviously, your draft's going to look different than that. You're not drafting against a bunch of computers. You're drafting against players. So don't follow this guide exactly, but take that as a guide. This is one of the best teams that you could get at the end of your draft. This team is really good, and you can see Fantasy Pros agrees that this is what you want as your team if you have the number 1 pick. So.
You also have to keep in mind that the draft is the foundation of what you're playing, right? So you're going to be adding, subtracting players, trading, and all that stuff. We're just trying to give you these mock drafts so that you can lay down the good foundation. You're not going to win just at your draft. You don't win on draft day. You set the foundation for you to win on draft day. And so I think this team, I would take this team every time to start. Like this team just looks really good. I take this team every time to start.
I agree. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And like I said at the beginning of the video, comment down below, do you want us to be doing more than just the 10-team drafts? Do you want us doing 12-team drafts, 14-team, whatever? So
16, 20.
And be sure to be on the lookout for more videos just like this coming out in the future. See you guys next time.
See ya.